What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mac the Trader back with another video. Now in this video we're going to be taking my trading plan and applying it to GBPUSD and seeing what types of results GBPUSD has produced this week thus far. We're going to go over a phenomenal trade that I hope you guys are able to learn from, apply it to your charts and see what would you have done, what would you have done differently, what would you have done the same, things like that. If you are not a part of the YouTube family, what I want you to do is pause this video right here, click on the subscription button and hit that bell notification icon to be updated whenever I upload a new video. Now, those of you that are mentorship students, those of you that are part of my trading community, you guys already know this, so you guys can feel free. Go ahead and like the video, head to the next one. But for those of you that are not a part of my mentorship program, for those of you that are not a part of my trading community, what I want you to do is really pay attention to this video because I'm going to be applying my trading plan to the charts, all right? And we're going to be seeing what GBPUSD was able to produce, right? So with that being said, we're going to hop into a quick commercial, then we're going to get right into the charts. We're going to get right into the breakdown. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you at the end of the video.
What's going on, traders? I hope you all are doing well. This is your boy Mac, and for those of you that have been contacting me saying, Mac, how do I pass my funding challenge? I've taken multiple challenges, I continue to fail, all I need is 10%, what should I do? For those of you all who continue to ask me that question, for those of you all who continue to struggle with your own capital and you need more capital in order to really have a return on investment, what I want you to do is join me on my next live trading session. For those mentorship students who joined me on today, we were able to produce 17.49% live on the charts. I show you guys my analysis, I show you guys where I'm taking my buy positions, I show you guys where I'm taking my sell positions, and all you have to do as a mentorship student is join in on the live trading. So for those of you who want to become funded traders, I am going to assist you, and I'm going to make it very, very simple for you to join the mentorship program. What I want you to do is look in the description down below. Click the link to join Mac Trading Academy, sign up for the next live trading session, right? And I want you to pass your funding challenge with flying colors, okay? I'm also going to give you guys 25% off the mentorship program just to make it a little easier for you guys to get your funds together to join in on the mentorship program. I look forward to seeing you on our next live trading session where I will be showing you guys all of my trades so you can pass your funded challenge. This is Mac, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
All right, so as you all can see, we are currently on the H4 time frame of GBPUSD, right? So with my trade, and I'm not going to go in depth with my trading plan with you guys because that's something that I save for my mentorship students specifically, and for those of you all who have access to my 3 institutional trading courses. But what I am going to do is I'm going to essentially go through the market and the charts as if, okay, I'm explaining my trading plan to you guys, and we're just going to break this down, a little bit of commentary, kind of explain to you guys what's going on, what I'm thinking, and how we continuously take advantage of these markets over and over and over and over again. So we can see, starting on the H4 time frame with GBPUSD, we obviously had a lot of consolidation up here within this region, a lot of distribution taking place right here within the market. Now, it could have been accumulation if price would have pushed to the upside afterwards. However, seeing as though price pushed to the downside after this consolidation, then we know that this was an area of distribution. Price was essentially distributing orders, running stops in order to push in the direction that we can see it's now pushing, right? So within this entire area, I'm essentially just looking for a macro POI, a macro point of interest where I know banks, funds, and institutions came into the market. So according to my trading plan, okay, that POI was found here. Now, this area here not only sweeps liquidity, we do have a mitigation here. So essentially, we're creating some type of possible supply chain. Okay, we don't know that for a fact just yet until price interacts with that supply chain again. But we can see within this area here, price pushes to the downside, we break structure after we see that sweep and mitigation creating a possible supply chain. That's essentially what was going through my mind. Once we break structure to the downside, and remember, all of this is internal based on the daily time frame. But once we break structure to the downside, we then tap into a higher time frame H4 demand. Now, those of you a part of my trading community, you guys know that we were looking for buy positions off of this demand here. We can see that price interacts here, pushes to the upside. Hopefully you guys were able to collect at least 5 to 10% off of that up move. Okay, and then price eventually taps into our higher time frame point of interest. That was based on the H4. Now I get a lot of questions of you guys asking me, Mac, how do you select a point of interest strictly based off of one candle? What should I be looking for? How should I go about this process? And for that information, I do save for my mentorship program, right? So there are specific candles that we use, right? And those candles that we use are based on a number of criteria and a number of confluences that tell us and confirm to us that banks, funds, and institutions have entered the market within that area, and that is also something that we want to pay attention to if price comes back later to mitigate that area, because if price mitigates that area, more than likely we're going to be taking more sells or more buys with the original bank, fund, or institution that created that supply or demand within that region, right? So we can see that price comes back to this area to mitigate this region. And what should be going through your head is, okay, active supply chain, right? Is this going to be an active supply chain or not, right? So once you have your higher time frame macro POI marked up, then you should use your lower time frame micro in order to take advantage of a possible entry opportunity. So now we're going to go down to the M15 time frame, and let's see how the M15 reacts to this higher time frame POI here.
What's going on, guys? This is your boy Mac, and I have an announcement for you. For those of you all a part of my trading community, we are currently up about 20% on our last Euro CAD day trade called out live to all of my trading community. If you are not a part of my trading community, but you want to be able to produce consistent results and you want to be able to have those payouts that you guys see all of my funded traders have, then what I want you to do is I want you to join my trading community. Now, currently the price of the trading community is only 39 bucks. That's about $1.50 per day when you break it down. That's less than a cup of coffee. So if you're a trader and you're not yet profitable, or if you're a trader and you don't yet understand how to produce results, consistent results from the markets, join Mac Trading Academy's community, because you guys will be able to take advantage of my daily points of interest and entries as well, right? So I look forward to seeing you a part of our community, where I'm going to assist you with producing results the world is not familiar with. I will catch you all on the next one.
All right, so now that we are on our micro M15 time frame, let's actually break this down. Let's see what's going on the charts, how we could have taken advantage, things like that. So we can see that price mitigates this H4 POI here within this area, right here within this area. Once price mitigates this POI, right, we're essentially just looking for a transition of supply and demand, right? That's pretty much it. Now, if we go back to the H4 time frame, so if we go back to our H4 time frame, we can see that essentially based on the H4 time frame, okay, essentially price is bearish with this leg, right? So if we're looking to take possible sells, okay, then we should be expecting sells to take place once substructure transitions from a counter bullish trend to the pro H4 bearish trend, right? That should be what's going through your mind, right? Once you join the mentorship program, we literally make it step-by-step process, right? It's literally a 1, 2, 3 step process. A lot of you guys ask me, how long does it take to actually find and formulate a trade setup? And it literally takes 10 seconds. All you have to do, run through the trading plan. Your answers are either going to be yes or no, okay, part of the trading plan, and then you're going to know whether or not it's time for you to do something within the market or whether or not it's time for you to sit on the sidelines. So once we had that transition, okay, from bullish to bearish internally, then on the M15, that's when we knew that it was time to actually take advantage of the markets. So if we go back to this area right here, right, we can see the transition takes place right here within this region. So we have essentially a higher high created, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, right? So within this area, if we break this down maybe a little bit more, let's go to the M10 time frame because I really want you guys to get this. I really want you all to see this as well. Then we can see that we have supply and demand within this region here. Now remember, this is based on the M15, okay? So the refinement on the M10 is slightly different, but the M10 gives us a lot of information that I really want you guys to see. So we're gonna stay here for just a bit. So we can see here, essentially price creates instigated equal highs, right? Which means there's resting liquidity above these highs right here. What we should be expecting anytime we see relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows, we should be expecting and anticipating that price is going to sweep that area and then break the opposite direction. Now, this doesn't always happen, which is why there are other confluences that we use whenever we are on the charts looking for these things to take place. But that's going to be a great rule of thumb for you guys who do trade, whether you trade retail trade patterns or whether you trade based on institutions and things like that. This is going to be an excellent confluence for you guys to pay attention to. So once we have that sweep of liquidity to the upside, we do have that higher time frame mitigation of our H4 point of interest, and right after that, then we break to the downside and we take out the previous higher low that was responsible for printing the higher high. So if we're looking at market structure, this is what we should be paying attention to. Let's just start here. This was that change of momentum here, where sellers are going to come into the market and essentially overcome buyers, right? And that's confirmed once price pushes to the upside here. Essentially, buyers try to come into the market and fail. So now let's go back to the M15 time frame and let's talk about our placement for our stop loss and target orders. So essentially, entry on the M15 would have taken place here, okay? You would have risked around 8.5 pips on this trade. You guys know I always round up, never down. So I believe risk on this was around 8.3 actually. It looks like we could have actually gotten away with about 8 pips of risk, but it's never a bad thing at all, and have a little bit of cushion for your trade. Remember, you're just risking a certain percentage of your account every single trade, right? And that's how we stay on top. So target was pulled off of the same time frame that we found our point of interest on, which is going to be the H4. So once you have all of this marked up and you actually take your trade, you want to target the same time frame that you used in order to find your higher time frame point of interest, right? Because that higher time frame point of interest, if found properly, should produce results that end with targeting the higher time frame as well. So what do I mean by that? So if we go ahead and pop this on our H4 time frame, right, we can see that this low here is weak. Now, if you don't know the difference between strong lows, strong highs, and weak highs, join the mentorship program because it's going to completely change the way you look at the market, right? Trading with the banks can be complicated. It can absolutely be complicated, and I know a lot of you guys have contacted me saying, Mac, you know, it looks like it's a lot going on. I'm a beginner. I don't really know what to do. But what we do here at Mac Trading Academy is we make it very, very simple. Okay, there's a reason why traders who have never traded the markets before are able to join Mac Trading Academy and produce phenomenal results, become funded, start withdrawing from the market, and start living their lives without thinking about income. There's a reason why traders who have never day traded before are able to come to Mac Trading Academy, join the live trading sessions, and produce phenomenal results. And it's because we do things differently over here at Mac Trading Academy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you hand by hand, and I'm going to show you exactly how to produce these results on the market. So this GBPUSD trade that would have passed your funded account challenge over and over and over again, producing 21.31%. If you're someone and you want to be able to take advantage of these markets, if you're someone and you want to be able to day trade right along with me, I want you to click the link in the description, join Mac Trading Academy, and take advantage of the 25% off that we are currently running. All right, this is only going to be for the month of July. So be sure, take advantage, as well as everyone who joins in the month of July, you guys will gain access to all 3 of my institutional trading courses. Not 1, not 2, but all 3 of them. All right. So I look forward to you joining. If you are not a part of the YouTube family, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.